So, how much consideration have you ever given to the inner workings of your digestive system? You know it. It starts at your mouth, where you put your food in, and it ends, well, it ends where all the stuff you didn't use comes back out again, but we won't talk about that. Now, you've all seen the ads on TV that talk about probiotics, so you know that we have a lot of bacteria living in our digestive systems and that your gut bugs are important to your health and well-being. Chances are, though, that you've only ever really thought about your digestive system when it wasn't working well. So, consider, if you will, or picture a person with a healthy gut, never sick a day in her life, and contrast that with someone who's suffering from, say, colitis. This person has abdominal pain, diarrhea, possibly even blood in their stool. Now, colitis is treatable with medication. But if you had this illness and I told you that there was a drug-free treatment, meaning no nasty drug-related side effects, would you be willing to try it? Remember when I said that we weren't going to talk about what comes out the end of your digestive system? Yeah, I lied. This treatment is a transplant of feces from the healthy gut into the sick person's gut. Basically, it means having somebody else's poo put into you to make you better. Now, leaving aside the obvious ew, the big question is, does it work? And actually, yes, it does. In fact, the treatment of gut problems with healthy person poo isn't new. The Chinese were doing this over 1,000 years ago. They made a soup out of poo and water, and this was given to the sick person to drink. Now, happily, things have moved on a bit since then, and fortunately, modern fecal transplants don't have to be tasted. But are they effective? Well, one study that was done to assess effectiveness against the more conventional therapy with antibiotics showed that these treatments were successful. But this study was stopped early. Now, I know what you're thinking. They were taking somebody's poo and putting it into somebody else. Of course that study was stopped. But no. The reason for the early finish was because the poo transplants were so successful that it was considered unethical not to offer one to all of the patients, because with the antibiotic, only 3 out of every 10 people got better. With the poo, over 9 out of every 10 patients were cured of colitis. And so, for some people who are having problems with their digestive systems, maybe all that's needed is for their gut to be repopulated with health-promoting bacteria.